Howdy ho! Andrew Kelfier here. Welcome to the Onion Buns. It's time for another edition of Hilarious Gaming Stories. So I'm going to follow up on something I did last week. I told you a story of Neverwinter Nights on AOL where Dras, Sin, and I, the Sin brothers, we set up a jump point in the Lost Hills. But I have another story. So my guild leader of my, Temple of Loth, you had your guild leader, but then you had individual families. And the main figure in, and this was Drow society, so it was always a female leader, because Drow society is very, the hierarchy is always women are in the strongest roles of power. It's just the way the society's set up. So I was traveling through the Lost Hills as Shadow Sin with my matron mother, Mavrilyn, and we got jumped. We got jumped by 4 players. And Mav is sending me tells, just die. I don't want to fight this out. I don't want to waste my time on this. I'm like, no, I think I can do something here, Mav. And you could tell she was frustrated. She really didn't want to be there that day. So we start. And now I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was very good at PvP in Neverwinter Nights. I forget what my ranking was, but I was really quite high up. And in the we had a couple of different PvP ladders. In the normal PvP ladder, I was very high up, but there was people way better than me, like Joe and Pike Arc and other guys like that, like Doc Ridge. They blew me away, Panzer Magi. But in the non-magic PvP items, like it was a PvP ladder that didn't have magic items, I was in the top 3 of that ladder. And that was all about how I understood, thanks to Doc Ridge and Joe and Pike Arc actually, I understood how to manipulate the environment. I wasn't cheating. It was not cheating. It was just understanding how the different creatures reacted. So I would move and I would let the creatures do a lot of the work for me. Once the creatures engaged on my enemies, then I would swoop in and get the easy kill. And that's what I recognize in this. We got jumped by 4 people and Mauve hit the gate pretty quickly. And she came back and she sat outside the combat and that's when she was sending me the tells. Just die out. Come on, let's move on. I don't want to sit here. And I'm like, no, I think I can do something here, Mauve. So, and this lasted probably about 15 minutes, this combat. This was not a fast combat. It was 1 against 4. But like I said, I manipulated the monsters magnificently. And yeah, slowly but surely over the 15 minutes, 1 person died, the next person died, the next person died, and then the 4th person died and I won. And while Marvelyn was thrilled, she's like, okay, now I'm in a good mood. I actually got a message from the 4th person that I knocked out. And he said, and like I said in the previous videos, I love when somebody appreciates your efforts. And he sent me a message. He goes, that was absolutely magnificent. I've never seen somebody control the board like you just did. That I lost, and I am thrilled I lost because I got to see you do it. You know, nowadays, they would be screaming hacker and cheat and blah, blah, blah. No, it was completely above board. There was nothing illegitimate about it. It was just I was more experienced than those 4. And thanks to, like I said, Joe and Pike Arc, Panzer Magi, Doc Ridge, I was well enough trained that it really wasn't much of a fair fight, even though it was 4-on-1. So yeah, it was just great. Not so much a funny story, but just I like the story. I remember that. And I remember it because of the appreciation of the other player. You know, it's like whenever you get kudos from another player for your efforts, it feels good. It does. So anyway, that's my story of Shadow. No, what do I want to call this one? Let's see. Drow in a blanket, kind of like Piggy in a blanket. Anyway, if you like the video, leave a like, a subscribe, and a share. I'm trying to grow my channel, and a like, a subscribe, and a share does me wonders. And I really do appreciate anyone that likes, subscribes, and shares. I really do. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike. Always feel free to leave a comment. Don't worry, I don't swing my cane too strongly anymore if I dislike your comment. And as always, pew, 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 and shit. Thanks for watching. Bye.